Welcome everyone to our Threefold United, we call this Nail Boss Workshop. Basically, it's just a sneak peek into what we do as stylists. You are either a stylist or you are thinking about joining us as stylists, and tonight is for you to get a little bit more information about what that means and see if it could be a good fit for you. The first thing that you'll know about us is that we are not a pushy bunch. We're not going to force you to do something you don't feel ready for, but we do want to give you all of the information so that you can make the best decision for you. My name is Julie Cruz. I have been a stylist since July of 2018, so a little bit over 2 years now. I started this team, which was originally called Threefold Chic, and then we had two amazing ladies on our team hit the level of executive, and at conference in 2018 we decided together to co-lead this team together, and we made the team name different. And so now we are called Threefold United because we are all united. So we have one large team that now has over 1,900 active stylists, which blows my mind. And I can't believe that we even get to do this every day. It's so amazing. So Jenna, Lindsay, and I are going to be hosting this for you guys tonight. We're going to share a little bit of our stories and go over a couple of topics. And if you have any questions while we're going, you can ask them in the chat. There will be a time at the end. If something comes to your mind, there'll be a time at the end where we'll go over any questions that maybe weren't answered. But I'm not going to share my story yet because I have Jenna's going to go first. So I'll share my story after Jenna, but take it away, Jenna.
Hey everyone, it's so great to see your faces, and all of you who I don't see your faces, but I know that you're on here. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you being on here. So I'll start off by just saying a little bit about who I am. So I am Jenna Cloche. That's how you say my last name. I know that trips people up sometimes. And I am from Minnesota. I live in Centerville, Minnesota. It's just like 20 minutes north of St. Paul, if you've never heard of it before. With my family, I've been married to my husband for about a little over 8 years, and then we have 3 kids. Easton is 6, and our twin girls, our identical girls, are about 2.5. And I have been a stylist since August of 2018, and I signed up when my twins were 2 months old. So I just remember it like everything so well when all of that happened. So even though the beginning of motherhood with twins was seriously a blur, like I don't know, you just lump it all together. I was tired, whatever. It was a blur, but I remember so well when I sat down and painted my nails with liquid polish for the very first time after they were born. And I hadn't done it in months. And I was always really into painting my nails because I used to be a nail biter, so bad that they would bleed. And when I broke my nail biting habit, then painting my nails was my way, always having painted nails was my way of compensating for all the times that I had wished that my nails looked as pretty as everybody else's. And so it was something that was so special to me and that I would do all the time. And so when I was pregnant with my twins, I was so sick all the time and so tired that I just never took time to actually paint my nails anymore. So when I sat down and painted them for the first time after they were born, I was like, I can do this. This is going to be great. I just put them down for a nap, painted my nails. And as soon as I was done, I remember sitting on my chair like this, you have the whole wet nail look pose. And one of them started to cry. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I felt so guilty for taking just a moment of time for myself, and that I couldn't go get my babies. And luckily my mother-in-law was there, so she went and helped. But that was just that feeling of guilt for doing something for yourself is so silly, and we do it all the time as women in general. Even if you're not a mom, you just feel guilty about taking that time for that luxury for yourself. And so when I saw Julie's post about trying out a sample of Color Street, I was like, this looks fake. This does not look real. It seemed, I was used to another product that I had like honestly, like a whole bunch of that I had tried a sample of, and it was really time consuming to put on, although I really enjoyed like the designs and what they offered. It was just something that it wasn't realistic for me. And so it all sat on my shelf. So when I asked for a sample from her, I thought it was going to be just like that. And so I got it and I tried it and I was amazed, like amazed, which I'm sure a lot of you have been, and that's probably why you're here. And then I felt guilty about spending money on an order for myself. So I got my mom to get in on one with me and tried the full set. And seriously, the rest is history. I reached out to Julie and I was like, what is it like to be a stylist? And she had only been a stylist for like a month, maybe not even, when I reached out to her, but she was just so honest with me about everything that she had done so far, and all of the great things that Color Street has to offer, that I just pushed my hesitations aside, even though, yeah, I had some, and so did my husband, because I have tried something like this previously, you know, the network marketing thing before, and it didn't go great for me. But I decided, you know what, why not just go for it? And I did, and it has been amazing. And I'm so thankful that my tired twin mom self pushed that join button and decided that I was just going to run with it and share it with everyone. And people love it. And that is why I've continued to be excited about it for all these years. It sounds like it's been a million years. It's just been 2. But I know this is just the beginning still. So that's what's so exciting, because this company is so young. But that's my story. And so I will continue on with some other points that I wanted to make for you guys, is just talking about how I think a lot of hesitations that people have when they first sign up, or when they're thinking about signing up, is how am I going to do this with, you know, a busy lifestyle? And for me, my busy right now is that I have 2.5-year-old twins who are absolutely into everything. Like, I can't turn my back for a second on them because someone is doing something crazy. And, you know, when I first signed up, they were 2 months old, and my busy then was different than my busy now. And I know everybody has their own version of what their busy is. And so in order to be successful in this business, is you just have to identify like what your busy is, and figure out what pockets of time that you have that you can do the work that you want to do to get to your goals. So not everybody has the same goals in this business. Not everybody wants to, you know, grow a really big team and have this be their career. There are many people that join who are looking for this to be just a fun way to connect with family and friends, share a product that they love, and do it as a hobby. And no matter what you want, whether it's just as a hobby or career, anywhere in between, then you need to decide that for yourself and figure out how am I going to reach those goals that I have made for myself. And that is what we're here to help you with, to help you determine how you can get to the goals that you have set for yourself. So we would love to help you with that. And a great thing that we have right now is what I love about this time of year is that the holiday sets just released. So if you haven't seen them yet, you need to go see them, because they are incredible. And there are many. I have them all sitting right here, but I won't go through like one by one. But there are some of them that when they came to my doorstep, I couldn't believe how amazing that they were. Like, one I wasn't crazy about, where is it? This one, Wrap It Up. Can't really see it. My lighting's really not that great here, but I was like, oh, that's nice when I saw it online. And when it came in my hands, I was like, this is stunning. So people are obsessing over these nails. And to show you how, like, to put into perspective, like how people are so excited about these is, so the company launched 3 million strips, or they had put out on the website 3 million strips the day of the launch. And they sold 2,159,358. That was just in our email today. That's how many they sold, and that is insane. And our team alone, we sold, I took this from Julie's post, 341,200 $283.51. So that was the dollar amount that our team sold just on launch day, $341,000. That means that because as stylists, we make 25% commission, that means over $85,000 of that went back into the pockets of the people on our team. And sometimes more if you have reached that level in the compensation plan. And that's something that gets a little bit more detailed into the comp plan that I won't go into right now. But $85,000 back into the pockets of the girls on our team. That's life-changing, and that's amazing. And that is because people are freaking out about these holiday sets. And if you are loving them, then chances are that the people that you know are also going to be loving them, and why not get them from you? So give yourself a little bit of extra spending cash for the holidays. So I think that's it for my part. So I will mute myself.
Thank you, Jenna. I love Christmas. And so the holiday launch, it being so huge for us as a whole company and our team is so exciting to me because it makes me like literally want to put up my tree right now. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, but it's not even Halloween yet, but I don't care. I really do want to put my tree up. So my name's Julie Cruz, like I said, and I'm going to share my screen in a second and kind of go over the compensation plan and how to get paid and all of the perks that we have as stylists. But I did want to like just touch a little bit on my story because I think like that is always inspiring to me when I hear of like why other people joined. And in fact, I did a poll or a question in our team page the other day and asked like, what was it that made like pushed you over the edge to join as a stylist, which I just find so interesting. And so many people had said because they loved the product or because someone asked them. And so I just want to start off this thing by asking you if you want to join us as a stylist so that we don't miss that at the end. I want you guys to be able to think about that. And I know once you're not going to be on this call or listening to the recording if you're not already thinking about it, but just know that we're super excited to have you. So like I said, I've been a stylist for a little bit over 2 years. And for me, I have been a part of a couple of other network marketing companies, never anything that was like party based. This was so new for me. Direct sales and like selling a product, like an affordable product, was totally new. And I like, though I had always like seen some sort of success with the other companies I was a part of, I just felt like something was missing, right? And I joined Color Street after my little sister hosted a party. I had never heard of it, but I really didn't pay attention to the party, like at all. I'm sure some of you are like that when you are invited to parties all over the place. But being the supportive sister I am, I purchased 4 sets from her party because I'm like, well, I'll try it, but it's going to be just like that other one that's hard to put on, and I don't want, I'm like, well, we'll see. But it's buy 3, get 1 free, right? So I might as well try 4. And so I am you'll find once you join, or if you join, you'll know that I like to do application videos. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I never watched an application video when I first started using Color Street. In fact, I didn't even look at the back packaging to see how to put them on. I was just like, oh, it's fine. And I took it out of the package and I cut one of the strips in half without like reading anything. And I tried it and after that I was trying to get the backing off, and I'm like, gosh, this is like such a pain out. Like, this is not easy. And then I put it on my finger and it looks all wrinkled and weird. And I'm like calling my sister, like, you told me this was easy. I don't get it. And she's like, well, did you take off the clear cover? And I was like, oh, I have to take off the clear cover. And so then it was Tokyo Lights, my first set. Then I'm going to mute whoever.
You have chosen voice messages. To play your messages, press 1.
Oh, Lord. I can't find who it is. Sorry. Okay, I think you guys muted it. Okay, so then after that, I was like, okay, well, let me try it again. And I put it on the way you're supposed to put it on. And I remember distinctly looking down, and maybe you had the same experience, but I looked down at my hand and I was like, whoa, I can't believe that I just did that. And in my out loud, I said, I think I can't ignore this. And that was the first little seed planting in my head where I was like, oh shoot, I'm going to have to do this. I feel like I'm going to have to sell this. And I'm so scared of what other people are going to think of me because I've done 2 health related businesses. And like, what are people going to think now that I'm selling nail polish, right? I mean, and I was like almost talking myself out of it, but I was like, oh, I'll host a party and see what happens. And within the first few days, like people loved these nail sets and they were purchasing. I think I had like $650 in the first day. And I was like, I need to just sign up so that they're ordering these for me because clearly my friends want it. So I did. And I really, if you know me at all, you know, like I'm kind of an overachiever. And so I try to like always, I just got a notification that Mr. Park commented on my post. I'm like, oh, he's our CEO and founder. Anyway, distracted much. So I joined and kind of hit the ground running and started hitting like jump starts, and I'll go over those things. Jump starts really quick. And I was like, well, this just feels so different than anything I've ever done. And I just remember feeling so excited for what the future was going to hold. And I kind of had this feeling that our team was going to become large, even at that time when I didn't know anything. And I had no reason to believe that because none of my other teams were large, you know, like I didn't have all these people joining me from other teams. So for me, that was like such a big deal. So I have had a lot of people decide to sign up with me in the 2018 to 2019 Color Street year. I was number 1 in enrolling, so I had recruited personally the most amount of people between that year, 2018 to 2019, and then 2019 to 2020, I was number 2, which I know sounds crazy out of all of the stylists that we now have 130,000 active. And so even for me, I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. But I love this business. It brings me so much joy to see the success of myself, but also for the girls that are on this team that are seeing huge amounts of success. I feel like we are in this together and we're doing it together, and it just brings me so much joy. So that's a little bit about me. I have the opportunity to talk about the compensation plan. So I'm going to share my screen because to me, when you can see something while someone's talking about it, I feel like that like helps me understand. So let me share. Here we go. Okay, the first thing, I'm going to pull this over. The first thing I want to say is our income disclosure statement. So I want you guys to know that the income that I am making and several girls on our team, our whole team, in fact, is making is dependent solely on your effort and what you put into the business. What you put in, you're going to get out. But this is, and I have to say that out loud because I want you to know that it's not like some kind of get rich quick scheme or something where you join and don't have to do anything. I've worked really hard, and so has Jenna, and so has Lindsay, and so has everyone else who's part of our team. We've worked really hard to get where we're at. And these are just kind of averages for what incomes you could expect to receive if you work your business in all of these different ranks. I am a national executive director, so that's the bottom one. And Lindsay and Jenna are senior executive directors. Just so to give you guys a little bit of a feel for that. And we have this inside of our virtual office. Once you join as a stylist, you can kind of look at this a little bit deeper. Okay, so let's start off with the compensation plan. So right off the bat, you get 25% commission back on any of your own purchases, plus any purchases from customers. So anybody who orders from you, you're going to get 25% off back in commissions from their orders weekly. And any of your own orders. So let's say you want to buy the whole Christmas line, you're going to get money back from you purchasing that too. So it's not like you get a discount up front, you get paid back in the commission, okay? Then we have, which is right here. So that's talking about the base retail commission, and they're paid in what we call rebates, okay? Weekly rebates. Let's say your personal monthly sales get to between $600 and $1,199. You're going to receive a 3% bonus on your entire sales at the end of the month in a commission check, okay? If you get between $1,200 and $1,799, you'll get 5%. If you get between $1,800 and $2,399, you get 7% in a bonus. And then $2,400 and up, you get 10%. So for me, this was one that I really wanted to like have as a goal for myself. So I said, I'm going to hit that every month. I want to have at least that $2,400 so that I'm getting 10% in an additional commission every month. And I have been able to do that and still have so many people that are on our team. So that is really cool. Then we have a Jumpstart bonus, which I have as another slide over here. So I'm just going to like skip over that one right now, but just know that within your first 35, 65, and 95 days, you have certain like goals. And then if you hit those goals, you get bonuses. This is a little bit more complicated than I can explain in one night, probably. I could do a whole training on just this, but this is our structure for the different ranks. What you get, what you need in order to hit these ranks, what commissions you're receiving on all of the levels, all of the different things, okay? So we can give you a copy of this if you want it. Just know, once you get to the executive level or above, you're starting to earn a car or lifestyle bonus, 500, 750, or 1,000, meaning you don't have to spend it on a car if you don't want to, but it's if you want to have a nice car, and then Color Street will cover that payment, but they're just giving you the money in the commission check, okay? So let's go to the Jumpstart program. I know this is like really quick, so just know that we can give you a copy of each one of these things so you can kind of dig into it a little bit deeper, but I'm just doing it really quick. So like I said, our Jumpstart program starts within your first 35, 65, and 95 days. So if you personally sell or purchase, and like all your own purchases count too, $1,000 in personal volume, which is PV, it counts. So any of them, like let's say you got a buy three, get one free order on your website, PV would be what those cost less that free one and tax and shipping, okay? So that's what personal volume is. If you get to 1,000, you get a $50 product credit, okay? Separately, if you have sign up someone decides to join you as a stylist and they what we call BQ, bonus qualify, which is $300 in sales within one calendar month, you get another $50. So it's a chance for you to get $100 in product credit for your first 35 days, okay? Which it's talking about here too. So this is what I'm saying. 1,000 in PV, and then over here, if you have enrolled within your first 35 days. In your first 65 days, if you sell $2,500, you will get a $75 product credit. So this product credit can be used towards like business supplies, like little two of these, okay? Which I'll talk about these a little bit too. Or they're just like 2-finger samples, basically. Within your first 65 days, if you personally enroll 3 people and they all bonus qualify, you get a $75 product credit. Now, a thing to remember is, let's say within your first 35 days, you just could not hit that 1,000, but somehow within your first 65 days, you have so many people want to have parties and you're like so excited and you're able to hit this $2,500 within your first 65 days, you will still get this credit even if you didn't earn this one, okay? If within your first 95 days, you have $4,000 in PV, you get a $150 product credit. Now, a lot of people ask me, well, how doable is that? I was able to do it. Gianna, were you? Lindsay, like a lot of girls on our team have been able to do it. And Lindsay's going to talk more about resources, but we're here to support you so that you can achieve these jump starts if it's your goal. Also, if you get to the rank of team leader, which we kind of talked about a little bit on the previous slide, within your first 4 commission periods, so let's say you joined July 15th, July would be your first commission month, then August, September, October. If you within those 4 months hit team leader, you get $100 in commission. So it's no longer a product credit for the team leader one. If you do it within your first 3 instead of 4, you get $200. Now, something to note is the lifetime of you as a stylist, you as the enroller, like let's say you have someone who joins you who hits these jump starts, you also earn the same jump starts for life. So as long as you're continuing to have people who are joining you and you are continuing to help them to achieve these goals, you will also receive those matching bonuses as long as you are bonus qualified yourself. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. If you guys have questions, let me know about that. The other thing that I know, this is like, I have like the loaded topics, I feel. The other thing that is really cool is that as stylists, we are able to host parties, have shopping links in our own name. So if you were to shop with me, you would see, most of the time it would say like Threefold Chic, Nail Boutique, October orders. So you are able to have all the orders that are coming through you cycle through a shopping link where you will receive host rewards from the same orders that you are also receiving commissions from. Isn't that like such a huge perk? This is how the majority of us as stylists get so many free nail sets because of this amazing perk. So just know that these host benefits are for people who want to host a party with you, maybe, or a shopping link of your own. We always tell our stylists to always shop through a party link, because then if you don't shop through a party link, you're still going to get the commissions no matter what, but you're missing out on all these free sets that you could be getting. So what I like to do, and they last for 2 months, the links can last for up to 2 months. I try to keep my links open until they hit this 1,000 mark, because then I am receiving 25% commission on all of those orders, plus 25% in free host credit from the same orders. So it's like double dipping, okay? So that is our host benefits. And honestly, as a stylist, like, it's such a huge perk. I'm so thankful that they even let us do that. I think it's like so amazing. Also, we have some cool incentives if you decide to rank advanced. Just know that there's nothing in and Lindsay will probably talk about this, but there's nothing about our business that says you have to have people joining you. If you don't want to, that's fine. You can run this business however you want to run this business. But let's say you do want to rank advance and you're trying to push for having more people on your team. There are some perks that the company gives you as gifts once you start hitting some of these ranks, including at director, this really cool travel hard case vanity thing they say. At senior director, it's like a roller bag, and then executive director, it's a bigger roller bag, and then cool necklaces as you promote past that. Okay, the last thing for like compensation I want to touch on is something that we started at the beginning of this year, and they have brought it back so it lasts the entire year. It's something called Circle of Excellence. So no matter when you join, like let's say you join today, if you can have $1,000 in personal volume and 2 people who enroll with you as stylists, this is not like the Jumpstart. They don't need to bonus qualify in order to achieve this. You will get a cash bonus. Okay, if you are a bonus qualified stylist or senior stylist, it's $100. Team leader $150, director $250, senior director and up, it's $500. You get a cool bracelet with charms for every month that you earn it. And then if you get all 6 months, you get this cool plaque, which I probably should have pulled because I have it somewhere. But that is awesome. An awesome perk that our company decides to give us. So I also want to just touch on these really quick and just tell you guys that I feel like our business starts with what this is, a 2Z, essentially. It's a 2-finger tester. So a tester for people to try. And raise your hand if you tried one of these before you purchased a full set. If someone sent you one of these before yes, see? So I feel like our business starts with this. The coolest part about being a stylist is that you can have these samples everywhere you go. So let's say you're going to Target and you have to pick up some sweaters because it's getting cold outside, and someone tells you, oh my gosh, your nails look so amazing. I can't believe how great those look. Where did you go to get those? And that happens, okay? Where did you go to get those? And you say, I did them myself. And they're like, what? Excuse me? Like, what? And so you as a stylist can have these samples inside your purse and says, yeah, like, or I mean, probably not right now with COVID. You can't be like, give me your hand, I'll put it on for you. I used to do that, but not now with COVID. People are like, you know, stranger danger, basically. So this is really cool. And I feel like we have something in our company called Color 10, but really it's just trying to get this on as many people as you can, because once people try this Tuesday, they more than likely, once they try it, they're going to put regular nail polish on their other fingers, and they're going to compare the two and be like, what in the world? This lasts so much more. And then what happens next? They want to purchase a set from you, or 4 sets, because it's buy 3 get 1 free, right? Then they try the sets and they're hooked, because who's not hooked when your nails look this good? And then they want to host a party, right? And then their friends are loving it, and you're like, well, why don't you just join? Because if your friends are loving this just as much as you are, I'd rather have them join with you and be supporting you instead of me. And then you join as a stylist, and I promise that cycle just keeps on going. But it's never going to start if you don't start with this. So this is where I feel like the bread and butter of our business is with these Tuesdays. And this is a color called Home Sweet Home that a lot of us have been getting lately. And I think it's perfect for Christmas and the holidays that are coming up, for people to try. It looks like snow, really. So anyway, that was a lot. And I know it's probably hard to like let that all sink in. And if you want to look at our compensation plan a little bit more thoroughly, we're more than happy to give you that. Just go to the person that has invited you here. Now, if any point during this night you're just like, okay, I'm done, I just want to sign up, please go to the person that invited you to this group, this Zoom, and let them know, ask them for their link to join, and they would be more than happy. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now and let Lindsay talk.
Yay, my favorite thing to do. Hi, everyone. My name's Lindsay Percoco. I'm Lindsay Coco on Facebook, just so you know. It's my alias. But anyway, I'm so excited to be here tonight. Workshop nights are my absolute favorite. We did not have these when I started, so I think this is just such an awesome perk to be able to offer our current stylists, so we can share this information with all of you, whether you're coming here because of one of us or because of one of the amazing girls on our team, to be able to share more information, and you can decide if Color Street is a good fit for you or not. So a little bit of background, I'll go through it quickly. I've been with Color Street for just 2 years. I just had my 2-year colorversary last month. And I, similarly to Julie, you know how she said, like, I can't believe I'm going to sell nail polish. What are people going to think of me? I was that person that was like, oh no, she did not do that. That was me. I actually worked in 2 other network marketing companies that Julie did. We worked in those companies at the same time, but we were never on the same team, but we got to know each other through them. And like Julie said, we are both really like focused and hard workers, and we, you know, saw success, but always felt for me like I plateaued, like I could never get over that hump. And I was done. I was done with this type of business, and I had no desire to do another one. I was actually looking to be somebody's assistant who was doing this sort of stuff, because I knew how it worked, but I didn't want to do it anymore. And I was in a really tough time in our lives. My youngest son, who's now about to turn 4, was basically just hell on wheels. We were just doing a lot of testing with him, and life was hard, and I was just really lost and overwhelmed, and I didn't have anything that was my own anymore. Like, I really felt like I just didn't have anything that was mine. And I saw that Julie jumped to Color Street, and I literally was like, oh no, because we did health and wellness. Like, we were changing lives, and now you're gonna sell nail polish. I was floored. And so I watched, I lurked, and I saw the success that started to come from that Julie was starting to see because of her hard work. And I knew that if Julie could find that success, I knew I could do it too. And I also had this like deep down desire to work with her, like alongside of her, to build something amazing. And so she sent me a full set of Tokyo lights for my birthday, because she knew what she was doing when she put a full set of Tokyo lights in an envelope and sent it to me. I'll be honest with you guys. I knew I was going to join before I even opened up that envelope. I knew I was going to, but I hemmed and hawed over it for a while, put it off. And then I put it on and I saw the ease of it, you know, and it was just really pretty. And I kept looking down at my nails for the next few days. And I'm just like, wow, these are really pretty and they are affordable. You know, like people aren't going to say, oh, I can't afford it, like they did with the health and wellness stuff that we did. I also saw the opportunity in the fact that Color Street, you know, everybody can use it. It's you don't have a certain demographic. I mean, men wear this too. Like, I know you might say women only wear it. That's not true. I just hosted a party and there was an awesome guy named Michael in it who actually works for L'Oreal out in California. And he bought nail polish. He bought our nail polish. And so, you know, anybody can wear it, you know, young, an elderly, male, female, it doesn't matter. Some people put it on their dogs. You're not supposed to, but some people do. And so I was like, this is smart. And it gives women, especially, immediate gratification. We all want to, you know, we all want to work out one time and eat well for one day and see the scale drop, right? It doesn't work like that. But when you put Color Street on and you immediately feel better. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. So I immediately signed up with Julie. I probably, like some of you, hearing all this information is so overwhelming and you're just like, okay, that's all great. Like, that's how I get paid. Okay, Tuesdays, but what does that look like? How am I going to do this? So in my time with Color Street, I had no desire to grow a team. I told Julie that I'm going to sell the heck out of nail polish, but I'm not going to grow a team. So I do sell the heck out of nail polish. I have earned the #2 spot in our entire network for personal volume for the last 2 years. So that's a lot of freaking nail polish. On the day of the launch, you guys, I sold $50 short of $5,000 in one day. So $4,950 in 24 hours all by myself. I know how to sell nail polish. I was also #5 in promoting new leaders last year, which means I feel now, because my team did start to grow, even though it was not my plan. I feel really good now in being able to support the new people that join our team. And one of the things that I'm so grateful to Julie for, she started this like literally like base level, really not a ton of support. And she had to create a lot of things for herself, for our team. And when I joined, I realized how helpful certain things would be. And so I've kind of become the resource gal of the team. When I find that there's a need or our new stylists are in need of something, I'm going to find a way to make that resource for you. The way you choose to run your business, if you decide to join us, is on you. You can do it however you want. But I try to make a lot of the simple things duplicatable. Easily accessed for you. So you're not wandering around like a chicken with your head cut off, not knowing what to do or where you can go to for support. Our team started small and now it is large. And we try really hard to kind of keep that close-knit feel going. And you will get support from hopefully the person that brings you on, but from all of us as well. It really fills a lot of our buckets to see other people getting what they need and getting the support that they need, because a lot of us do know what it's like to be kind of left high and dry. So tonight I'm talking about our resources that we have as a team exclusively to Threefold United, things that you're not going to get if you were to maybe join somebody else that's not part of our team. And so one of the first things I wanted to talk about, I'm going to share my screen because like Julie said, it's nice to see things. And so I just want to give you a quick preview of some of the things that we can offer you as a team. So if you decide to join us, you know what to do and you know, as you're kind of paving your own way. So let's see if the share screen works. Okie dokie, we are going. So I'm gonna, I hate when this gets in my way. Get out of my way. Okay, so I am gonna start here. So one of the things that I decided that we as a team really needed was a one-stop shop for all of our resources. When I first started, I literally used my phone and I used the notes section and I copied and pasted the links and the names of all the places and the things that I needed because I never knew where they were. It literally is just a cluster out there on Facebook. So this is called our team Linktree. And I created this. So basically what you do is you scroll through, and if you want to find where our team page is, this is where we, share a lot of our information, do a lot of our shout outs. Our team page is right here. You click on it, it will take you right there. And that's what Julie started, and that's what her, Jen, and I now currently run together to support you. Julie, when I started too, she had already created our new stylist training on Facebook. It's a group on Facebook, and it looks like this. Look at, I had it ready to go. So our training has modules, and I really love this because it's broken down into different days. And so you can kind of see what you've gone through, what you've completed, and then you can move on to the next thing. So maybe even if the person that you join with is still kind of new and hasn't really wrapped her head around everything yet, trust me, I am telling you at this moment, I don't know everything, and every single day I'm still learning, okay? But this is just broken down into a space where you can just kind of go through it, kind of get a good base for our business. And honestly, the stylists that do complete our new stylist training, oh no, my hair thing just popped and broke. Oh, that's nice. So we're just gonna do it like this. Anyway, they find a lot more success because they kind of have the answers. Oh my God, you guys, this is real life right now. Okay, we're just gonna go with the bouffant look tonight. Oh man, that's embarrassing. Back to this, we also have a social media posting calendar. So I was with my last business. It was hard to know what to post about. So I predominantly use social media as my storefront. It's how I run my business. I don't go door to door. I used to carry a lot of samples with me before COVID, and you could talk to people and be personal. Or people do vendor events, all those sorts of things. But I use social media. I use my personal page, and I have a VIP group that your upline will help you create. But what do you talk about, right? I don't know what to talk about. I'm uninspired. I don't have anything going on in my life right now. In the very beginning, I copied what Julie was doing. I was just kind of floundering. So the social media posting calendar I created, I break it down into every single day of the month. And every single day of the month, I am giving you 2 to 3 things that you can post on your personal page and in your VIP group. I even include graphics for you. Now, is this something that you have to follow? No, it's not the Bible. I create it and I don't always follow it. But when you are like, I really need to be present on social media today. I need to do my job. I need to open my doors for business. The social media posting calendar is there. So here's what it looks like. And I do this every single month for you. So you can see when we have our calls, when we're having our workshop nights, which this one got postponed because of the debate. Everything is here. And then I even include some graphics. People I know a lot of you are like, I don't know how to create graphics like you do, Miss Potential Upline. I don't know what to do. You guys, there are groups for these things. Some of us do create things, but they are shared. Speaking of which, we have a whole bunch of groups down here that link to different team pages, and then graphics groups where we have so many talented stylists who would love to create graphics and share them with us. So you can use those graphics from that group inside of your VIP. We have the Threefold United opportunity, which is what you're sitting in on right now. So if you're a brand new stylist and you have a girl that is really interested in joining you and she's asking you questions and you don't know the answers to them yet, you can invite them to this workshop, but you can also give them our our opportunity Linktree. This is basically everything we're talking about tonight broken down. So I can click on this and learn about Susie's that Julie was just talking about. You can click on this, and this is where you're going to find about our pay structure and our enhanced retail commission and our bonuses and those Jumpstart rewards and how to do the party rewards. It's all in there. So you don't have to know the answer to everything. Okay. There's just a whole bunch of stuff here and it's all in one spot, and I absolutely adore it. And then another thing we have too is Julie said, this is a party business. This is a party throwing business. I never once did an online party before, and I had no idea what I was doing. I was scared. I was like freaked out that I was going to screw it up. We didn't have this at the time, but we did create it because we saw a need. So we have a mock party, so you can see what a party could look like, and you can kind of look through it. You could use it 100% if you are feeling like you want to, or you can take bits and pieces from it and use it. Use it to make it fit you. So we have empty graphics for you. We've got filled in graphics for you and ideas just to show that's me. Isn't that beautiful? But we have all this stuff here for you. So basically, our team has an abundance of resources. Beyond the resources, so embarrassing. Beyond all the resources that I just shared with you, you're gonna obviously have the support of your upline and our entire team. So many of the girls on our team have chat threads with their personally enrolled girls or with their teams, depending on the size. And I know, like, I do work from home. This is my full-time job, but I really do work in the cracks of time between chasing my kid around and taking care of the house. I can't answer questions at the moment that somebody asks them. Thank you, Stephanie. But our team will step in and help you. They absolutely will. We have some of the most supportive girls here. And if one person doesn't answer, somebody will. So I am so honored to be part of Color Street. I live and breathe it. Like, you guys, I love this company. I love Bob Park, our founder, CEO, and inventor. It's his birthday today. He is the most amazing, amazing man. He is hilarious. He sings opera. He had a vision and he never let go of it. And I'm so proud of what he has accomplished. And I'm so grateful that after hemming and hawing at Julie, I'm so glad that I took this opportunity because it truly has transformed my life. And I love it so dang much. And I love it for all my stylists and seeing all of their success as well. So that's what I've got for you as far as our resources. We're going to take some time to answer questions. We had a lot of word vomit tonight. You're not going to know everything. You're not going to have the answers to everything right now. And you may never, because I know I don't. But please feel free to ask questions in the chat thread. Or Julie, do you want anyone to possibly unmute themselves? I just prefer the chat thread.
If you want to talk, but the chat thread might be easier. And while you're thinking of your questions, I'm going to show you our kit. I forgot to show you what our new stylist
I was thinking about that.
Hello. So let me share my screen really quick and kind of show you guys. So if, let's say you decide you want to join as a stylist tonight, you're so excited. We can't wait to invite you into our team and like welcome you with open arms, but this is what you would get. So this new stylist kit is $129. It includes 13 full nail strips. Typically you'll get this depending on what is available. So some of those might be different than what you receive inside your kit, but you will receive 13 full sets, sometimes 14. You will get 72 of those little samples, like I told you, the little 2-finger testers, 40 remover pads. So really everything you could possibly need to start your business. Like nail polish remover pads, nail prep pads, which is what we use in order to prep our nail to put the nail polish on. 2 large nail, I should have pulled all this stuff. 2 large nail buffers. They're so cool, like 4-sided nail buffers. 2 large nail files that say Color Street on them, which are perfect for gift giving. 60 mini files, so you could put in for people to try this product. 50 cuticle sticks, a tote bag that is now embroidered. 25 catalogs, which is great for when you're on the go. 25 opportunity brochures that talk more about what like we're all talking about here tonight, like a very shortened like opportunity. And then this Road to Success book. So you get all of that when you decide to join us. Now, if you were to get like 10 nail sets, basically that's the same as what it would cost, and you'd only be getting 10 nail sets. The kit includes all of that other stuff. So really, you get to decide what you do with that kit. So some people decide that they want to keep all the sets for themselves. And look, there is no shame in that. Like you could totally keep the nail sets for yourself, and there's no problem with that. You can sell the sets that come in your kit so that you immediately gain the money that you spent on the kit back right away. You can give them as incentives, like giveaways inside of your group. So let's say like you have a launch party and which all of you will hopefully have a launch party, and you decide that anybody who orders from you within your launch party will be entered to win a couple of extra sets from you. So you really get to decide how you want to use your kit. But the best part I feel inside of that are the sets and the twosies. These, like I said, they are like, it doesn't matter. Some of them have, like the kits lately have had one color. And you guys, that's a good thing, because you want to get these nail sets on as many people as you can. And sending the same color, like usually they're Tokyo Lights or this Home Sweet Home, people are you're going to get as many people to try them as you can. You also can purchase those twosies in our virtual office after. So if you run out, we do sell them for $19.50. So as stylists only. So anyway, now I'm going to kind of just like go through and answer any questions, and Lindsay and Jenna can jump in, or really anyone. I remember someone asked, I'm going to scroll up a little. So is it a team, Stephanie Baker says, in the sense like a pyramid scheme? That is a question that a lot of people ask when it comes to direct sales or multi-level marketing. And the truth is, you can do a lot more research on your own, but with pyramid schemes, there's no exchange of product. There's nothing that you are receiving in order when you're putting your money out. So in pyramid schemes, you're putting your money and not getting anything back, right? But with this, we have a product that we are selling. So it is not a pyramid scheme. That is very common misconception. You can do more research if you feel so inclined. Okay, you can get copies of all of the documents that we had from the person that invited you here. Yes, you're paid weekly in something called a pay portal. You get a 1099 at the end of the year. So you are an independent contractor. This is your own business. And that's the best part of this, honestly, you guys. You get to decide how much you work it and how much you don't. We have all the resources available to you. It is up to you to be able to use them. Truly, you have everything at your fingertips to see success. You just have to actually do the things that we say. Okay. Danielle said, I did another company for 8 years, and when I joined, I was blown away by the level of easy step-by-step training for new stylists and organization of the resources. You guys, that didn't happen overnight. We did all these things ourselves. We were like, I remember in the beginning, I had no idea what I was doing. And so I was like, I need to make a new stylist training. And this training that we have today is the same one that I started when I was like a month in, because I was like, I need to have something for these girls that I know are coming. And it is still the same. We're going to revamp it soon, but like everything that we have created was out of a need for all of you who are deciding to join us after. Like Lindsay's resources, that was just something that she was like, we need this, and she did it, you know? So we really are all about sharing. Our team is like seriously the best ever. I only wish I'd started sooner. The company, you guys, we can't even talk about all of the different things. We even have an app. Like Color Street has an app that has more training in it. There's so many resources. You're never gonna not know what to do because there's so many things. And don't get overwhelmed by that. We want you to have all those resources at your fingertips when you need them, but take things one step at a time in whatever pace that is for you. Don't get overwhelmed by like all the groups and all of the resources and all the things. Just take it like, oh, I need to try to work on my Jumpstart, then go look at that. Like, you know, take things one step at a time. That's why the training is so good. Okay. Yeah, right now the kits, because, okay, let's be real, you guys. COVID is real. It is still prominent in our country. Our strips are made in the USA. In New Jersey, we have a manufacturing facility. Right now, it is easier for them to produce these samples in one color at a time, which you can imagine because they're running so many through all these machines, changing the colors all the time. It's harder. And you know what that means? It takes them longer to be able to get to us. So instead, they're trying to get as many as they can to us in like one style. And to me, they're choosing the best ones, like Home Sweet Home. Anybody could wear it. It's a glitter that's great. Tokyo, it's the same. So like, I think that sometimes we just have to switch our mindset to like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad they still even have those available for us so that we can have people try them. The whole point in getting them in your kit is so that people can try these nail sets. And sometimes we give them as like accents, but it's okay. If you give someone an accent of this, they can wear it with anything. So don't even worry. Okay, if you guys have any other questions, let us know. Thank you for the info. I'm getting excited to join the team. We can't, if you guys decide to join us, tell us here and we'll go back into in the considering group and I'll make a post so we can totally get excited and shout you out and cheer for you and be here for you and through this whole thing. Is production going to pick up soon? They are sold out. Well, I think when we come off of a weekend, we really do sell through a lot of things over the weekend, but we have lots of machines right now trying to push out lots of product. The thing with this business is that because of COVID, a lot of nail salons have been closed. And so we have seen a huge influx in orders because women have tried these and now no longer want to go to a salon, or they're so excited about it. And so we're seeing our sales increase like crazy. And so we are trying to match that demand. They made 3 million of those holiday sets thinking that would last us a week or longer. And we sold out in a day. So I think we still have, you guys, so many nail sets on our site. You should have been here what was it? In the beginning of this year when COVID first happened and we had to make our warehouse half. There were like 2 Easter sets available on the site. Okay. And we were like, so what we have on the site right now, really anybody can find 4 sets that they like, but we are getting new sets in stock every single day.
And honestly, like the demand of our product is so high. One of the things too, when I first joined, one of the big things I didn't touch on was the fact that Color Street is still a baby company. It's still so new. And what do we just celebrate? Our 3-year birthday? 3 was in June. It's actually on my anniversary, so I never can forget it. But 3 years, Julie signed up right when they were hitting their 1-year birthday. And so it's still so stinking new. So to hop on that train while it is just like full force is such we are so lucky that we are able to sign up so early on. And we have a product that is so in demand. Like when our sales are like 100% more than they were the year before, in a given month. I mean, it's just, it really says a lot.
Yes, it's so true, you guys. And I hear people a lot are like, oh, the market is saturated now. And I'm like, oh my gosh, no, it's not. There are, as of today, 131,000 active stylists in the entire United States. We are launching to Canada in 2021, the spring of 2021. So we are literally still on the ground floor. If you think of 130 throughout the entire United States, that is such a small number. And here's the thing that I like to tell people is like, you go to buy a new car and it's a red station wagon. I don't know. And you never saw a red station wagon on the freeway or when you were driving ever before. But then, of course, you buy one. And so now all you see are red station wagons all over the place, right? It's the same is true for Color Street. You never heard of Color Street before. And now all of a sudden, you love Color Street and you feel like you're seeing it everywhere because all these people are loving it too. And their friends are selling it. And then other people are starting to join. And so for you, it looks like everyone is selling. And everyone knows about Color Street. And you guys, it's really not true. The minute you go out and go shopping at Target and someone says, oh my gosh, I love your nails. And you're like, I did them myself. It's Color Street. Have you heard of it? And they're like, no. That will tell you that people still have not heard of what this is. 100% nail polish in the form of a strip. It blows people's mind every time they try it. So I think a lot of times you just have to remember that in the grand scheme of it, we are still seriously at the ground floor. I started a year after they launched and people are always like, oh, you have to get in the beginning. And if you're not in at the very beginning and you're a founder with the company, you're never going to see success. And I hit the top of the ranks in the company in 1 year, like maybe it was 2 years. In 2 years, I hit national. Okay. And so there is still time for you guys to be able to hit those ranks too. So don't like count yourself out before or try and talk yourself out of it, because I promise we are still on the ground floor of this company. And that's saying a lot coming from other companies where the numbers were astronomical and they really were saturated. This is not anywhere near. Oh, Danielle said getting in early is important. The work you put in is what counts no matter when you join. It's not important. That's so true. It really isn't. You guys, you have everybody who joins on this team gets the same resources and the same support from all of us. Sure, we might have like ways that we support our new stylists differently than others. Like I might do things a little different than Lindsay or Jenna. But ultimately all of the resources that we give our team will be available to everyone. And it's up to you what you decide to do with this. So
we had a good question up by
yeah.
Wood. She said, why are Color Street nails better than the other dry polish strips that she sees online? Well, ours is 100% nail polish. This is the number one thing. A lot of the things that you see online, they have like vinyl in them, or before Color Street, I had tried something where I had to use like my hair dryer and I had to cut them and like do all these crazy things. This is 100% polished, nothing else. It actually has less toxic ingredients in it than actual liquid polish, I believe. It's not going to damage your nails, you know, like getting acrylics and gel and so on and so forth. I know that there are a lot of companies that people will be like, oh my gosh, I just saw this on a Facebook ad, and they'll feel really discouraged, like there's something else out there. No, we have a patent on this.
Mm-hmm.
Bob Park had been putting his machines into production. He started them in the early 1980s. People tried to buy him out so many times because they knew that he had a gold mine. You know, imitation is the greatest form of flattery. So there's so many people out there trying to do what we're doing, but we're just way ahead of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I answered if there's any more that I missed on that, but 100% polish.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, I think a lot of people come to me and they're like, did you see this? And it's like some brand new company that's trying to copy our product. And you guys, that does happen. It does happen a lot, but we do have a really good, team of people who are fighting against those people, but it takes time. So we have the patents, so you don't have to worry about that. And I love that the products are made in the USA. Lindsay and I have been able to go to the corporate offices and see them firsthand being made. It like literally changes your life when you're like seeing the people who are actually physically touching the products and packaging them up. Probably not anymore because of COVID, but like they had so many like women sitting down at tables helping putting all the things together. Like so much goes in, so much love goes into every single like package that you receive has truly touched so many people. So I feel like this business is like none other. Claudia says, here's something else. Even if someone in your area is selling, is she working her business? I've been a stylist for a month and I can't tell you how many people are contacting me. I know there are other stylists near me, but no one seems to know it. Yeah, I mean, we have people who are part of our team who literally all work at the same place and they're all signed up and have different customers. It's really not a big deal.
That's such a good point to bring up. I hear that all the time. Well, my girl in my neighborhood sells, or this girl at work sells it, so I can't do it. Really, just because she got in like 5 days before you, now you're not going to do it because she got there first? No, you have an opportunity to make this what you want. And I promise you that you know different people. Yes, you may have some in common, but I promise you that your reach is way different than hers is going to be. So definitely, you know, nothing to worry about. And a lot of people don't really work their business too. So, you know, they have it maybe for the discount. And if that's something you're concerned about, you know, you make it yours.
Mm-hmm. And everybody joins, like I said, for different reasons. So you may want to just like join and sell to your friends and family, or like have it be because you want to get 25% back on any of your own orders. That's totally fine. You want to do this as a little hobby, or maybe you need a little bit of side income for Christmas and you really want to get your kids Christmas presents and you don't want to have to pay out of pocket. And so you're going to work it for that. Like everybody has their different reasonings. And you know what? You join as a hobby and you see it take off. So then maybe you decide you want to work it more of a full-time thing. So really it's however you want to run this business is up to you. You get the kit and everyone joins it for the same price, but what you do with your business is up to you. So anyway, we've taken up a little bit over an hour of your time. Thank you so much for joining us today, you guys. If you have any more questions, we will answer them in the Consider Becoming a Stylist with Threefold United group, or ask the person who invited you to this Zoom call today. And if you decide to join us, let us know so we can celebrate you. I hope you guys have a great Monday, and thanks for joining us. Bye.